What is the first thing that comes to mind when you hear these three words? The United Arab Emirates. You might think of the Burj Khalifa, the artificial islands, or the Dubai frame, but you all know that it's a secret in the portal anyway. And other countless buildings. But realize how all the places I listed are in Dubai and not in the capital, Abu Dhabi. Well, why is that? The concept of a capital city is a fairly simple one. It is generally the location of a government legislature, where all the decisions of a country is made, and is generally a city of great importance. Think of London, Paris, and Tokyo. They're the bedrock of their respective countries. The idea of a one-state capital is a new thing, and it was not always this way. Countries and nations have been changing their capitals dozens of times for millennia. Let's take one of those countries, China. It has multiple capitals because of it getting conquered, collapsing, reunified, collapsing. It changed capital so many times that China's modern day capital, Beijing, literally means northern capital. The other three historic capitals are a part of the four great ancient capitals of China, including Beijing, Nanjing, Luoyang, and Xi'an, with Nanjing also meaning southern capital. Changing capitals often stopped being a trend in Europe before the end of the Middle Ages. Meanwhile, China kept changing its capital until the 20th century because of it collapsing, war, World War II, Civil War, and getting reunified. Nowadays, a country changing its capital is pretty rare nowadays. The last time a country changed its capital in the modern era is Burundi, where it changed its capital from Bujumbura to Gitega in 2018. Gitega also served as the capital of Burundi for centuries before Bujumbura ever became the capital. Remember at the start of the video where I mentioned how come the capital of the United Arab Emirates is Abu Dhabi and not Dubai? But how come a city like Paris is the capital of France? Well, cities like Paris are called Primate cities, which means the city is the economic, cultural hub and the most relevant city in its country, and also exceeds any other country by far. Like think of Mexico City, Jakarta, Dhaka, and all the countries with small populations. Let's take one city as an example, Bangkok.
Huh?
Bangkok is Thailand's capital and primate city by a long shot. It has been labeled the most primate city on earth. When it was 2 times? Nope. 10 times? Nah. 20? Nah. 40 times larger than its second largest city at the time, Nakhon Ratchasima, in the year 2000. And still to this day, Bangkok is 9 times larger in population than Chiang Mai, Thailand's second largest city as of today. Bangkok has always been Thailand's economic and cultural hub, and where the government is located. Maybe the king too. Nah, not true.
Bruh.
He kind of lives in Bavaria. Pfft. I live here too if I was him. Bangkok is also a very, very big tourist destination. So big that it's one of the world's the most visited places in the world. Or let's take a smaller country like Iceland, with its capital Reykjavik. Reykjavik is the only city in Iceland and the largest. The largest Reykjavik metro area contains about 350,000 people, or about 60% of Iceland's population. So, if in a hypothetical war with a country like the United Kingdom, I'm pretty sure that has never happened before. At least 3 times. That would never happen, right, guys? So, if hypothetically Britain conquered Reykjavik, Iceland would be in an absolute Bangkok also suffers from the same vulnerabilities. Let's say if a protest happens, that would never happen, right? They'd never be unhappy with their government. I'm pretty sure. Would absolutely be a detriment to the whole country. Some capitals aren't primate cities. Some of them are planned. Edinburgh, which is also a compromise city. It became the capital when Sydney, and at the time richer and more powerful Melbourne, could not agree on who would host the capital. So the Australian government chose a small and insignificant village because it was at the halfway point between Sydney and Melbourne. But meanwhile, when Canberra was being built as planned, Melbourne became the acting capital. When the city got finished, it took until the 1980s for all government branches to be moved to Canberra. But later, Sydney ended up surpassing Melbourne as Australia's economic and cultural capital. Or Abuja, Nigeria's capital. Nigeria placed its capital there because of its central location, great climate, low population density, and large empty land to be developed. Even though Lagos is the primate city of Nigeria and the most populous and economically superior city, the Nigerians did not want to concentrate all the power in one corner of the country. Let's take a more famous one, Brasilia, and why Rio de Janeiro is not the capital of Brazil. We'll have to take a trip through history. As the colonialization of Brazil began, its first capital was Salvador, in the state of Bahia. In 1763, the capital of the state of Brazil, a colony of Portugal, was moved to Rio de Janeiro down south. And for a brief moment, it also served as the capital of Portugal too. Brasilia became the capital of Brazil in 1960, 2 centuries after Brazil's independence. But why? Well, look at this map. As you can see, most of the population is spread around the coast. The reason why they moved the capital into the middle of nowhere is to concentrate development to more inland, sparking more economic growth and evening out the country's spheres of influence more to the middle of the country. Some countries don't even have their government in their quote unquote capitals, like the Netherlands, which capital is Amsterdam, but their parliament building is located in The Hague. The parliament is located there because it's also a royal city where the royals reside. Guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I've been trying to fix my mic lately, thus explaining the shifts in the audio quality, and I've been trying to record these in separate takes too. Well, I really have nothing else to say. Hope that you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.